Once upon a time, there was a student named Jack who was struggling in his classes. He tried his best to study, but nothing seemed to stick. He felt frustrated and discouraged, and he didn't know what to do. One day, Jack was scrolling through his social media feed when he came across a cartoon video titled "Learn Smarter, Not Harder." Intrigued, he clicked on it and began to watch. He went on to explain that the brain has two main modes of thinking: focused mode and diffuse mode. Focused mode is when you're actively concentrating on a task, while diffuse mode is when your brain is in a more relaxed state and ideas can flow more freely. Professor Smart then gave Jack some tips on how to use these two modes of thinking to his advantage. First, he suggested that Jack break up his study sessions into shorter, more focused sessions. Instead of trying to study for hours on end, Jack should aim to study for 25 to 30 minutes at a time, followed by a 5 to 10 minute break. During these breaks, Jack could do something relaxing, like take a walk or listen to music, to help his brain shift into diffuse mode. Next, Professor Smart advised Jack to use active recall when studying. This means that instead of simply reading through his notes, Jack should try to recall information from memory. This could involve creating flashcards or taking practice quizzes, as well as trying to explain concepts to himself or others. Finally, Professor Smart suggested that Jack try to connect new information to things he already knows. By making these connections, Jack can create a mental framework that will help him remember the new information more easily. As Jack watched the video, he felt inspired and motivated. He decided to put these tips into practice, and he was amazed at how much more effective his studying became. He found that he was able to retain information more easily and that he felt less overwhelmed by his workload. Over time, Jack's grades began to improve, and he felt more confident and in control of his learning process. In the end, Jack realized that learning is not just about putting in the time and effort, but also about understanding how your brain works and using that knowledge to your advantage. Thanks to Professor Smart and his cartoon video, Jack was able to learn smarter, not harder, and achieve his goals.